I'm Satish from Vizag. I completed my MTech in Avanti Institute of Engineering Technology. Now I'm going to explain writing class and initializing objects in C Sharp. How to writing a class and initializing objects in C Sharp. Now let's start. I'm going to take a particular account class as an example and around it development of all the object oriented concepts, especially encapsulation. Okay, to begin with, we are going to see how should we create a class, how should we write a class, and how can we create an object of that class, and what exactly the lifetime of that object. Basically, how the object is created, used, and destroyed. Okay, so that is what we are going to start with. So let's begin practically. I'm going to open Visual Studio 2010. In the file menu, I'm going to create a new project. Now I'm going to begin GUI based application, that is Windows Form GUI based application. Okay, so select new project, Windows Form application. My project name is account application demo app. Account application demo app. Click OK. So this is going to create a Windows application which will have a form where we can develop our GUI. To begin with this existing project, we add a class first. How to add a class? Right click on this project, add class, and my class name is account. This is my class name. My class is added. Okay, now how do you write account class? Okay, think of your own bank account, or think of your parent bank account, or think of college bank account, or think of different bank accounts in imagination. Okay, and try to find out what are the common things which will describe them first. So how would describe a bank account of your own? You will have some data associated with it. So imagine of some sample data in your mind. Okay, yes. So every bank account has an account number. Every bank account has account number. So every bank account holder has an account number. So I'm going to write public ID, which is of type integer. Okay. Now every bank account holder has a name. This is of type data type string. Okay, that is name. And every bank account holder has a balance, that is money, that is decimal. Its return type is its data type is decimal and balance. Okay, so ID, name, balance are the members of account class. So these are the three basic properties in account class I'm going to take in. Okay, so these type of members which holds the data when an object is created are called field members. Remember, these type of members which holds the data when an object is created are called field members. So ID, name, balance are field members in the account class. Now I want to use this. How do you use this? This is a GUI application. So we will have a user interface form, that is form1.cs, which will have to use this, and it is a user interface. So I would say now here you have to see this is an interactive area. On this area we have different components and different controls are there. Okay, now we will be provided through which the user can interact with the object, and that object will be created a memory on the heap. Okay, now I want to change this form as I want to change this form, that is account form. Okay, now yeah, you are renaming the file. Would you also like to perform a rename in this project of all references to the code element form? Yes. Okay, now I want to change this form also. Like how do you change this form? Text. I want to change in this way. Have to change the form also. Now we have to designing our form. How to design a form? Like in this way, that is ID, name, balance. These are the three labels and text boxes, and I'm going to take three text boxes. I want to take some buttons. So let's start. Now I'm going to take three labels, that is ID, name, balance. Control C, Control V, Control. Oh shit. Please remove this one. Now I'm going to take three text boxes. There it is. Now we're going to take four buttons. Simple drag and drop. Okay, you don't. Okay, I have to change the name. That is, I want to put a name as ID, and label 2 is name, and 3 as balance. To put a name also in this. Text balance. Okay, now I want to create a button. create. Can create. Okay. Now I want to put a name as set in this way. This is the form. Okay. Create, set, get, and clear. I want to take these 4 buttons. Okay. Okay. Now we have to created user interface properly. Okay. Let's move on to writing code for creating objects. Okay. Now where do you write a code? Obviously we will have to write a code in the actions. Actions can be performed when we click on buttons. User actions will be captured through button clicks. So double click on create and write a code on that. Okay. And double click on the set and write a code on this, and double click on get and double click on clear. In this you have to write a code. Now how to create an account object. Okay, I would write account A. So I am writing account A. A is an account object. A is an account object? No. A is not an account object. A is reference. A is reference variable of type account. Okay. A is a reference variable of type account. Now A equal to new account. A equal to new account. What happened in this line? In this line, first thing is an account object is created on the heap. Okay, is created on the heap. Basically the 3 members ID, name, balance, all 3 together are allocated as one memory as all 3 together are allocated memory as one unit in the heap. And also there by default initialization based on the data type, that is ID data type is what? Integer. Name data type string. Balance data type decimals. So initially it will take ID equal to 0, name equal to none, balance equal to 0. These 3 together allocated memory as one unit. Okay, and new is an operator. It returns the reference to account object, and that is assigned to A. Okay, say A holds the reference to the account object. Based on the scope, A will be a variable. The value of A will be reference to the account object which is on the heap. Okay, now I repeat, account A means A is not an object. A is a reference variable of type account. Okay, that is A is just a declaration of account class variable, and it is not even initialized because it is a local variable, because it is a local variable, it could not be initialized. So in case you want to initialize, if you may want to probably give it as A equal to null. So this is the initialization. We created an object? No. So A equal to null implies it is not reference to any object. Remember, A equal to null means it is not reference to any object. Okay, so now let's write how to create an object. A equal to new account. When we write A equal to new account, first thing, account object is created on the heap, and all the members, what are the members? ID, name, balance are the members of account class, are allocated memory as 1 unit, and all members are by default initialized based on the data type, and new operator, it returns to the reference to the account object, and it is assigned to A, and A is a reference to the account object. Okay, now we write A equal to, we are creating object A equal to new account. Now save this one and run it. So account spelling is wrong, account. Okay, save and run. Now click on create button. We are directly creating object here. Okay, that is account is created, but where is an account object is created? It is created on the heap, but it is not visible to us. So we now provide a interface. I want to put data on these text boxes, and when I click on set, the data from these controls will be given to an account object in the memory. So this is our interactive area. So now let's write a code on set. So in this, now how to write a code on the set a.id. When you write a.id, it gives some error, that is this A is a local variable, and it is make it as member variable of member of our account form, so that all the methods, these are the methods, create is a method, set is a method, and get is a method, and these are all the methods can access A now. Okay, see now a.id will access. Okay, so a.id we want to take the value from the text box, Now how do we get the value from the text box? To get the value from the text box, get the reference from the text box. Now what I am giving this reference, that is txt id. This is the reference of your text boxes. Okay, txt name and txt balance, these are the reference of your text boxes. So a dot id dot txt, sorry, it is txt id dot text, but txt id dot text is of type, what type it is? String type. And id is what type? Integer. This is string and this is integer. So text can be assigned to integer. Is it possible? No. So text property cannot be assigned to integer. So what to do? So to convert text to integer, we have a method called int.parse. Int.parse. We have a method. And we have to ensure that the value which we type in text is always integer. Similarly, name. Name is what type? It is a string type, so you need not convert. Txt name dot text. A dot balance is of type what? Decimal, means decimal dot parse txt balance dot text. Okay. Now let us understand one thing in this. That is, now I am creating an account object and I am declaring it as a dot id equal to 1. Now how will you read this? No doubt the meaning it is very clear. The value instead of 0 now will become 1 on the heap. Whenever we have an account object is 0, instead of 0 it will be 1. Okay, but my question is, how will you read this? That is, 1 is assigned to id member of account class object which is reference by a. In this you will have to read this. Okay, when I say a dot id equal to 1 means 1 is assigned to id member of account class object which is referenced by a. Similarly, how to read this one? A dot equal to name, that is a dot name equal to demo. How will you read this? Demo is assigned to name member of account class object which is referenced by a. Similarly, a dot balance also. Okay, now when we click on set, we are putting data from text boxes and getting into object. Okay, now let's write a get. How do you write get? How to write a get means from the objects on the heap we want to get into the GUI. So I will write get in this way, that is reverse. txt id dot text equal to a dot id dot toString. Txt name dot text is equal to a dot name. Txt balance dot text is equal to a dot txt a dot balance dot toString. Okay, in this way I have to write a get. So let's run. So we create account object in create button. We have to set the data into the account object through controls, and we have also get the ability to get back from the account object from the controls. So now clear. How to clear? Simple. Txt id dot text equal to empty string. Txt name dot text equal to empty strings. And we also have another method in this, that is clear. We have a method called clear. We have to clear the text box on the screen, that is clear method. So run this. When you click on create, you have to create an account object. The account object is created with some default data. How to verify that? Click get. You get the default data. Clear? If you click on get, whatever is the existing data on the account object will be populated on these controls. It's clear? Yes. That is id equal to 0, name equal to null, balance equal to 0. Now let's change this id. That is 1. Name is demo. Balance is 10,000. Okay. Now click on set. What happened? Set will do what if it is taken data from id, name, balance, the text box, and it is populated on the heap. So where is the data now? With the account object it is where is the data now? It is with the account object. It is managed id, name, balance together, 1 unit of data. Now clear, get. The same data will appear. Okay. In this way I have to create an account object. Simple. So what we did here, we first create the account object and get the default data, and we have to modify the data. Satish and balance is 20,000, and we have to clear the data, and we have to set the data. We have to set the data and clear get. In this way we have to get the data from our GUI. Okay. So this ends our first object oriented application in C#. Okay. Thank you for listening, and if any queries you have to mail me. My mail ID is padadasatish24@gmail.com. Okay. Thank you for listening. Good night.